Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. First time to Solitude? Beautiful old city. Capital of Skyrim, but I'm sure you already knew that.
If you've come to Solitude to join the Legion, speak to Rika. If not, just keep your nose clean while you're here. You'll end up like an orphan. You're just in time to say hello to Roggvir. He's the sorry bastard who's going to be executed. A gate guard who let Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he killed the High King. There's no greater honor than to serve. If you're serious about enlisting, speak to Legate Rika in Castle Dower. Until next time.
Khajiit welcomes you, and also your coin. May your road lead you to warm sand. The warm sand of elsewhere is far away from here. I welcome you, friend. How may I serve you? He hired the others and paid for my goods. I am allowed to run the caravan, but I pay Risad a percentage of my profits. I say this without bitterness, for it was Risad who saved me from a life of servitude aboard a trading ship. I am grateful to have the life that I do now. It is a far cry from my days as an orphan on the streets of Corinth. Quite the opposite, in fact. The soldiers are some of our best customers, for we offer supplies and wares they cannot obtain by other means. It was Risad's idea to come here now, while the land is in turmoil. Where others saw only danger, he saw opportunity. I hope that you will come to do business with us again. Welcome. Yes? Goods and wares of all kinds, and all can be yours. In time to say hello to Roggvir. We're just in time to say hello to Roggvir. Till next time.
Huh? Tell them he didn't do it.
Positions.
Svari, you need to go home. Go home and stay there until your mother comes.
Get on with it! betray
You
his highness.
betrayed us.
Traitor! Best she know now, Ethel.
You look like you could use a buyback. Or a tomato.
Roggvir,
Cabbage,
you helped
or
Ulfric
meat.
Stormcloak escape the city after he murdered High King Taarie. By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude.
He doesn't deserve to speak!
There was no murder. Ulfric challenged Taarie. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all lords.
On this day, I go to Solitude.
War follows a man until it's done with him.
You died well.
Some gate guard you were.
Good riddance to bad rubbish, I say. It shouldn't have been like this.
You shouldn't leave Solitude without trying our fish. Best in Skyrim.
Spare some gold for a veteran? I was the finest scout in the Legion once. Tracked down all the places in the wilds that were causing people trouble. Lost my helmet in one of the old caves. My... A man opens a gate and they cut his head off? Doesn't seem right to me. A man opens a gate and they cut his head off? Doesn't seem right to me.
That makes 23.
Spare some gold for a veteran? Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. What? You see a man fallen on hard times, and you think he's been like that forever? I was there. I fought in the Great War. I was on the field at Anvil. And when I was struck down, they left me. You understand? They left me for dead. I didn't leave them. It's best you leave me be. Divine bless you. May the ground you walk quake as you pass. You know you can't accept the most.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
I have no business with you. Leave me. Go away. I have more important things on my mind right now. I don't like strangers. You have questions?
If you
need a good room or two. I think I can oblige. Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend. Well, as it turns out, I had a pet skeever when I was a boy, and he used to wink. They were smaller back then. Magic. You're on the wrong side of Skyrim. You want Winterhold. That college there, they teach it. Otherwise, you can try the Jarl's Wizard. I wouldn't, though. Well, as it turns out, I had a pet skeever when I was a boy, and he... I thought so. I've heard Jaree-Ra is hanging around the Wells district, looking for new blood to hire. I think the Bard's College might be looking for recruits. You should speak to the head of the college, Viarmo, if you're interested. People say there's a man wandering the streets near the Blue Palace. He seems distressed, but he's not making any sense. Varnius Junius stopped by here on his way to court. He was worried about something. I'm sure Falk Firebeard could tell you what. Remember the Winking Skeever next time you're footsore. Traitors, civil wars, dragons... Those troubles don't cross my doorway, so sit, relax. Pickpocket! You need a good room or two. I think I can oblige. Oh, no, you...
What's your name? Are you visiting? What do you do?
This one's a favorite of mine. A legend we all know and love. Our hero claims a warrior's heart. Feel free to make requests. Only in that I'm a graduate. I work here at the Winking Skeever. I would highly recommend it, though. Talk to Viarmo if you're interested. Oh, no. But being surrounded by good music, good drink, and good friends is all I've ever asked for. Generally, if you want rumors, you should talk to Corpulus. That said, I did see a visitor pass through on his way to the Blue Palace. You should think about staying the night. Corpulus keeps it moving.
Want it dead, I'll make it dead. All you need to do is play my feet. I fight with both blade and spell. You might say I'm equipped to handle nearly any threat. So, shall we talk price? If you change your mind, seek me out here.
by Hrothgar. Such a thing has not happened for hundreds of years.
Oh, what delight. Another charming customer. It is when my customers waste time chatting and not buying. Radiant Raiment has the finest attire in all of Skyrim. That is how we get business. Finally. Oh, let me just drop everything to help you. I don't mind, really. I can help with purchases, but if you've come to talk, see my sister. She's the one who gets on with people. It's her one virtue, really.
Spare some gold for a veteran?
I'm not interested, Jaree. It doesn't matter how many times you ask.
You might want to rethink
You know
that.
you can afford a
You're
second
missing
or
out on
two.
some wonderful opportunities working in that bar.
New in town, right? If you need a place to sleep, head over to the Winking Skeever. We keep a fine inn.
Coin or two for a veteran?
Work in it, I own it.
Much to ask.
Well, okay. My father owns the Winking Skeever, but it's the family business, so it'll be mine when he kicks off. Jarl Elisif the Fair. Poor woman. Losing her husband and king like that. It was a dark day for us all. Damn! That reminds me. I have a delivery to make to her steward, Falk Firebeard. He ordered a special bottle of Stras Mackay rum. Saved me a lot of trouble. Here. Take it to the Blue Palace. I showed up to watch, yeah. I don't know if they were right to execute him for what he did, but I'll tell you something. It couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. Listen, Roggvir and I grew up together. It was us, a few others, and Vivienne Onis. I have no idea why, but one day I told Roggvir I liked her. It was a stupid thing to do. He mocked me incessantly after that. From that point forward, every time Vivienne and I were anywhere close to each other, he made sure to humiliate me. He beat me up, dumped meat on my head, anything he could get away with. Once he even slipped a beehive into my bed. We were children, sure, but Roggvir never outgrew that immaturity or his cruelty. So any talk about him being an honorable Nord? Pure folly. I was done talking anyway.
A coin or two for a veteran? It's not much to ask.
Ah, yet another new face. I'm from Hammerfell, you see. I can hardly keep track of all the people I've been meeting. Aye, but I'll be here in Solitude for longer still. Fiata's skill as a Fletcher drew me to this place. I wanted to learn. And there is still much of Skyrim I wish to see. I hear there is a city, Windhelm that is nearly white with, what do you call it? Oh yeah, snow. And far to the west lies a ruin, Volskag. Inside there's said to be a wall, black as night, and it speaks in the ancient dragon tongue. There are wonders in this place I never dreamed imaginable. Where the dragon attacked? We've heard rumors of death and fire from the skies, but no real news. Then we should soon be selling arrows by the bushel. A sword is no good against a dragon. Good to talk to a fellow traveler. Clutching system. It's difficult and sometimes tedious, but a well-made arrow strikes forth like the fury of a god.
I've got a little work if you're interested, traveler.
Let me know if you see anything you like.
If you're looking for potions, you should talk to my aunt, Angeline Morrard.
You're a traveler, correct? Have you been to Whiterun? Wonderful. I hadn't really hoped to run into someone who'd been there. My daughter Fura was assigned to Whiterun after she joined the Imperial Army. I was hoping you might have met her. I haven't heard from her lately. I've tried talking to Captain Aldous, but he hasn't been any help. Oh, that's very sweet of you. Anything you can find out from Captain Aldous would be welcome news. We mostly carry herbs and alchemical ingredients, that sort of thing. Before the war, our stock was mostly used for aromatic use in homes. Yes. These days, we have more people like you coming in, looking for healing and the like. No. Mostly, I'm just a simple herbalist. Lami over in Morthal should be able to help you. Don't forget me next time you... Herbs and potions. Need something for a potion? You're certainly in the right place.
Oh.
Welcome to Angela's Aromatics. Can I give you some herbal news? Never should have come.
Pardon me. Papa says I won't see Roggvir anymore. But he wouldn't tell me why not.
It's been my honor to perform at the Blue Palace on many occasions. His late lordship was quite the admirer.
And who among us could possibly hold that honor and such power?
You're not a thief. Into robbery, right? Take my advice. Never gamble. Damn Ernskar has me in debt up to the eyes. You should speak to my daughter, Evette. She's the ranger. Get away from me.
I'm a little busy at the moment. I've got all sorts
You're
of
a wizard? I mean, you cast that spell just now, yeah? I was hoping you could make me invisible or something. Can you? Make me invisible? Really? I mean, I still feel like I'm here. Okay, great. Now I'm finally going to have some fun around here. Bye.
You look like this one. I bet
If you're heading to the Blue Palace, you might want to rethink that outfit. It's not an insult, just an observation. If I were walking around with a wound, I would want you to tell me to see a doctor. Your outfit is something of an open wound, where attire is concerned. Nothing at all. It's very nice. If you want something with a little more style, however, you should come by our shop, Radiant Raiment. We could fix you right up. You're really going to the Blue Palace? That presents an opportunity. If you are willing to wear one of Radiant Rament's outfits and speak to the Jarl, I would not only pay you, but let you keep the outfit. Good. Here's the outfit. Try to get Elisif's opinion on it, and if she likes it, mention it's from Radiant Raiment. Remember Radiant Raiment when you need a change of attire.
Much to ask.
You were there for Roggvir's execution. Most people head over to the Winking Skeever. If you're not interested in music or drink, you can at least talk to Corpulus. He can fill you in on any of the latest gossip. Perhaps, but necessary. My cousin Fura is somewhere out there in Skyrim right now, fighting Ulfric Stormcloak and his damned insurrectionists. She wouldn't have to be there at all if it weren't for Roggvir. And my aunt wouldn't have to worry about her daughter. You really don't know? He lets Ulfric Stormcloak escape Solitude. Ulfric rides in, murders the High King, and Roggvir lets him ride right back out. People to see and places to go, huh? Think you can... Think you can...
Keep your hands to yourself. Hey, wanna play tag? Hey, you wanna play a game? Really? All right, you pick. Tag or hide and seek?
You should see me when you get bored.
Okay, you're it. Hey, watch
Pardon
it.
me. Oh, you got...
I thought I'd adventurers, we're supposed to look tough. Sure, whatever you say. Bye.
I don't want to talk. I shouldn't be. Mama says if I do, people are gonna ask about Uncle Roggvir. Maybe if I don't talk, they won't either. Dragon?
Interesting travel.
Really? Was it big? Did it breathe fire? Oh wow, I knew it! I knew they were real! I have to remember to tell Papa. Thanks. Papa talks about it some. Mom doesn't say much since Uncle Roggvir died. She doesn't even go to temple anymore. I wish she would. At least that way she'd have people to talk to. You would do that? That's great. You should go do it right now. Mother says I shouldn't talk to people.
Hello, I'm Gisli, but you can just call me Erica's sister. Everyone does. Oh, if you're looking for a good attitude, go see the bards. They'll fake it for you if nothing else. If you're looking for truth instead, see Noster. He's a good example of what life has to offer. And if you're just looking to feel good, go get some spiced wine from Evette. But whatever you do, just leave me alone. Yes, my older brother, and the person you probably want to be speaking to right now. But really, since Torig's death, Falk Firebeard wields the true power of the Jarl's court. My brother is nothing more than a pompous little fop. We'll speak again later, if we must. Welcome to the center of the world. Or at least my brother Erica's world. Don't even think about it. Viren said you got here just before the execution. Must have been a lovely first sight. No, that was an ugly affair. High King Torig's death has turned the whole town on its head. Between you and me, he wasn't even that good a king. All of those rambling speeches about the Empire this and the Empire that. Baron's my husband. He works the forge up at Castle Dower. I barely see him nowadays, what with him filling orders for the army. Come back to bits and pieces anytime. You're not getting any... Don't even think about it.
By the gods, it's true, isn't it? A dragon has attacked Whiterun. How could mere men bring down such a beast?
You're passing through Solitude? Maybe you're looking to make some easy gold, yes? It's easy to find things to sell. Things nobody will miss. Things from underground, or just left lying around in someone's house. I bet the two of us were very alike. So why not take the next step? We can help each other. My sister Deja and I are treasure hunters. We like to collect things. I knew you looked like a clever one. With the war, many more ships come through these docks, loaded with weapons and pay, but few people, and they pass through dangerous waters. We have an interest in one of those boats, the Ice Runner. The Solitude Lighthouse will be guiding it in, but if its fire were to go out, the Ice Runner would run aground. What an interesting idea. I think if someone were to do something like that, there would definitely be a certain amount of loot to be shared. Yes, if someone were to put out the lighthouse fire and then meet me on the docks afterwards, I could certainly direct them to that loot. Don't worry about them. We'll make sure they wash up safe. Maybe they'll even pay us for their heroic rescue from their sad crash. It would be best if we spoke little until you've completed your task.
Hey, wanna play tag?
Hey, wanna play tag? Come back if you don't play.
Spiced one. You wouldn't have a few minutes to run down to the docks, would you?
Get your fresh fruit and produce here.
They're adequate. Honestly, I rely on the business brought in by the burning of King Olaf, and that's not likely to happen this year. It's a great big festival put on by the bards every year. They burn an effigy of old King Olaf. It's quite a bit of fun. The bards give out spiced wine during the festival, so they put it in a big order. And then, for weeks after, demand is so high, I can barely keep up. But with the death of High King Torrig, the festival has been declared in poor taste. So it looks like it won't happen this year. Well, I've got a shipment of spices the East Empire Company is holding up. I need someone to convince them to release it. Great. Get back to me when you're done and I'll give you something for your time. Oh, yes. A secret family recipe. The only good thing my father Octieve ever did. In fact, it's so good, no one else in Skyrim even tries to make any. Good luck out there. It seems like a tough time to be wandering Skyrim.
Fresh fish.
Filthy.
The finest fish here. Caught daily.
The Divines saved me from the streets, and they can save you from your trials as well. May the Divines guide and keep you.
Apples, tomatoes, leeks, and cabbages. Fresh and ripe.
Spiced wine. The taste of home and heart.
You look like you could do with a ripe apple, or a tomato, cabbage, or leek. I have my ways, but it's not easy these days. The Black Blood Marauders have been plundering ships off the coast. A lot of people been hurt by their foolishness. That I do. I had a messenger from Dragon Bridge stop here on his way to the Blue Palace not too long ago. He was very nervous. Mentioned something about needing help. Come back when you figure out how to spend money.
Plenty of fresh fish for you. Down at the docks. There are a few good spots if you can avoid the East Empire company workers and those red wave thugs. Svari, yes. It's been hard on her. The girl misses her uncle. I've tried to explain that Roggvir did something bad, and that we all have to be accountable for our actions. But the child feels what she will. These are troubled times. Be on your guard out there. Fresh fish! Fresh fish! Pickpocket! You're not getting any. Finest fish here. Caught daily.
Fancy the leather armor, huh? Something to be said for going light.
As High Priest of the Eight Divines, I bid you welcome.
Favor the bow, eh? I'm a sword man myself.
Don't even think about it. Blessings be with you.
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of meat.
Seems there's no end to the needs of the Imperials. But what can I help you with? It's almost all I have time for these days. The men training here in Solitude, and the troops out in the field, they all need weapons and armor. You should look into joining. They could use every hand they can get. To be honest, no. But High King Torrig supported them. And now, her Lady Elisif has thrown in with them. You could say I'm a king's man at heart. I guess that's Jarl's man now. My loyalty lies with Solitude. So, where Jarl Elisif leads, I follow. I think I would, if it weren't for my son and my wife. Oh, Sayma would have my hide if I even suggested I might step foot on a battlefield. You think Stormcloaks and Legionnaires are dangerous? Ha! Return anytime you need arms or armor. My forge never rests. Arms and armor, forged by a master craftsman. Why you? You're not getting any. Arms and arms. Think you can steal? I've got weapons forgiven and pickpocket. I've got weapons forgiven and think you can steal? Do you think you're... You little thief! I've got weapons forgiven.
Just arrive in the city? Is it true what they say that there are dragons about? Ha! I like you. No man is a match for a dragon. Buying one of our blades wouldn't hurt your chances, though. Food, experience, and a roof over my head in the finest city in Skyrim. If money's all you hold dear, then you end up like Jaree-Ra, plague on the city. Captain Aldous can't prove it, but that Argonian is up to no good. May your sword feast on Stormcloak flesh. Filth! Pickpocket!
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people.
Hello and welcome, my friend. How may I help you on this fine day? Why, of course. And will you also be needing the bow that shoots rainbows? Or perhaps a quiver that dispenses beer? Look, if you want arrows, we have them. But don't insult my intelligence. Perhaps I'll be seeing more of you.
I have to wonder, what does the Dragonborn do once he's summoned by the Greybeards? And if the one be taught, like any skill.
Fresh fish, straight from...
Lady Ateia says my voice is second only to hers, but she's selling me short.
You know, the Winking Skeever's not just the best inn in Solitude. It's also the... only inn in Solitude.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Someday soon you will all see battle, and what you do here today may well save your lives. Need something? That I am. Train the recruits. Turn boys into men. That sort of thing. Thinking of asking the General for some training books. Give the soldiers something to do while they're on rest. Something besides drinking. Ever seen a book called The Mirror? We used to hand it out to boys looking to learn basic shield work. Good on you. Not my finest hour. Roggvir was a fine and honorable man. No, I think he was entirely wrong. Roggvir's execution was justified and necessary. Being honorable might make you a good man, but it doesn't make you right. Be a better world if it did. Keep my men in your presence.
Don't even think about it.
You never should have.
Don't even think about it.
Keep the cold at bay with our spiced wine.
Someday soon you will all see battle, and what you do here today may well save your lives. Out with it. Not my finest hour. Roggvir was a fine and honorable man. No, I think he was entirely wrong. Roggvir's execution was justified and necessary. Being honorable might make you a good man, but it doesn't make you right. Be a better world if it did. Not my finest hour. Roggvir was a fine and honorable man. Sometimes you just do what needs to be done. You don't have to hate a man to kill him. Though, admittedly, it helps. Their aim could be steadier, but they're battle ready. Can any man hope to be ready for a dragon? I can but hone their skills and harden their hearts. The rest is up to the gods. Generally posting information is need to know only. I've been trying to find the time and place to let her know. Her daughter was sent to Whiterun. The skirmishes there have been violent. The Whiterun legate, he needed to know the Stormcloak positions. He sent out a party to scout the area. They happened upon a large force. I'm told none of them made it back. Private Morrard, Angela's daughter, was in that scouting party. She needs to be told.
I find your hand in my pocket. I'm going to cut it off.
Dean Inga says a bard can never have enough practice. So, would you like a tune?
I wish only to graduate and enroll with the Legion. My drums will lead our troops to victory. Hey, keep your hands to yourself. It's an honor to have Viarmo for instruction on drum, but it's far too reserved for my tastes. And why wouldn't I be? We sing tales of kings, queens, and their politics, 'tis true. But do you know who really makes history? The person who writes it. Farewell, stranger. For me.
It's good to see a fresh face. You wouldn't have happened to come from Whiterun, would you? You got Aldous to tell you something. I knew you would. What did he say? I told her. I told her the Imperial army would kill her. That this was a war of Jarls and Imperial generals, and we had no part in it. She just wouldn't hear it. It was brave of you to come to me with this. I can't thank you for it, not for this. But you have done me a service.
Come on in, just stoke the fire. Take
This
a
is
seat
an
and get
ode
the
to
cold out.
Skyrim's staunch protectors, the Imperials.
I once captained a ship called the Argent Raptor.
We
She
drink
struck
to
an
our
iceberg and
youth,
went down
to
just
the
north of
days come
Whiterun.
and gone.
I've only been a part of the Red Wave's crew for a few weeks,
just
but I've
about
already learned
done.
to stay out of Captain Safia's way.
We'll drive out
Forget wine, women, and wealth. Give me a calm sea and a good book, and
and
I'm
our
happy.
steel we will take back our home. Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings. On the day of your death we will drink and we'll sing. We're the children of Skyrim and we fight all our lives. And when Sovngarde beckons, down with Ulfric the killer of kings.
Keep your hands to yourself.
On the day of your death we will drink and we'll sing. We're the children of Sky. And we fight all our
I hear
lives.
Adenato
And when
Leotele staying up in
Sovngarde
Windhelm.
beckons, every one of us dies.
My father was all the family I ever had. I felt so lost when he died. But the crew of the Red Wave's my family now.
Of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams.
Filth.
Down with Rick, the killer of kings. On the day of your death we will drink and we'll sing.
I'm a little busy at the moment. I've got all sorts of errands to run.
Hey, wanna play tag?
Blessings of the Eight Divines upon you. How may I help? You look troubled. Have you come seeking guidance? Those who worship at the shrines will sometimes receive boons from the gods themselves. The nature of the favors varies per deity. Please, feel free to worship at any or all of the shrines. Ah, yes. That once held the shrine to Talos. But the worship of Talos was banned by the White Gold Concordat some time ago. It's the peace treaty that ended the war with the elves of the Aldmeri Dominion. The Dominion recognized the heresy of proclaiming Talos a god. Talos was a great man, and a great emperor, but that does not make him a god. No matter how much the Stormcloaks may wish it were so. The strong and honorable always carry the blessing of the Eight. Get away from me.